Welcome to the Banter and Bliss podcast. My name is Jason, and this is episode 5. I'm here with my co-host, Allie.
What's
As per usual, we just had some technical issues. So this is definitely going to be a short video since we've got to run shortly. But we'll try to do a quick 20-minute video. We wanted to go into a little bit of discussion about New Year's resolutions. Year just started. It's pretty early. So we'll hopefully go through a little bit about what we've done so far, what we plan to do, what our goals are for this year. We just had some breakfast, having our drugs right now with the caffeine overdose coast. If you'd like to sponsor us, please do.
And Chobani coffee.
And then flip it a little bit more. I mean, Yeti, you can sponsor us. Yeti or Chobani or Ghost. We've got all your stuff. But yeah, no sponsorships right now. Just please sponsor us. So yeah, we just had some breakfast, so we're just going to chill. It's going to be a casual episode. 15-20 minutes run through some of our New Year's resolutions and see how we're doing and where we want to go.
So we wrote down what we want to do for 2023. We have some major goals and we have some minor goals.
I think we can start maybe with one major of each, and then we'll kind of just bounce around a little bit.
Okay. So, should I go first or you go first?
Go first.
Okay. So, one of my first big ones is to complete my novel, which is a very big goal for me because I've been working on this it's probably been at least in my head for 10 years, the idea of it. And then, I don't think it fully, got to, my computer words a few years later.
So can you go in a little bit more detail on that? Because I'm not a novelist and I don't understand the whole. I mean, I get the idea of from a technology or a business concept of it's in your head, but what does that actually mean? It's in your head.
So okay, so I got inspired by this novel when I started playing World of Warcraft. So being in the world and doing the quests and stuff. I was like, this is so cool. And then I would try to imagine a story in my own world. And so I would start creating a character, and it just slowly built up. Oh, and then Star Wars came out, the new one. So then some of those aspects influenced my story.
So it was oh, this seems like a cool theme. And then it's oh, here's a concept. Oh, this could be a character. And then it's really weird. That's not how my brain works.
Well, yeah, no, I'm sure it's different for everybody, but for me, it sort of built over a few years because, I didn't have, a thing. I didn't know what it would be about. I loved the idea of, dungeons, so, a group of 5 and, they're going on, a quest or whatever. So that's sort of the basis of the story, where it's a group of, different, warriors, whatever, magical people, and they have each different roles in the group. One a healer, one's a tank, and then there's people that do damage, whatever. So it's that is kind of the core of it. So I was like, okay, how do we build a story around that? So then that's where the storytelling had to come in. And I literally didn't even know how the book ended until last year. So it's how do you write a book when you don't know the ending because you don't know where it's going? So now that I know what the ending kind of is, and I kind of know what book 2 is roughly about, it's a little bit easier going forward.
That's weird. I mean, because the way I would think I would write a book would be I would already know what the ending is.
Before
you can't just
come up with an ending, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't write books. So to me, it's that's what I assume writers do.
Also, the type of books you would write really don't have an ending. It would be just a conclusion. Something.
Sort of, yeah. But, well, I mean, no, because I've thought about this a lot. And I'm not a novelist, but I've thought about stories, and I'm how the hell did they come up with that? They think through the ending. Okay, Fight Club. Let's take Fight Club for an example. Actually, I kind of feel this maybe we'll break this up into a couple episodes because
Okay.
I kind of want to I want to talk about
Okay.
your novel and this whole thing right now.
That's fine.
So Fight Club. So we'll take Fight Club for example. I'm sure most of you guys have seen Fight Club. If you haven't,
Spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert. We need to put like a sign up like digital spoiler alert. For now, it's just gonna be me doing this with my hands. So in Fight Club, you know, Edward Norton, Brad Pitt, the whole thing is, you know, him basically he's an insomniac and Brad Pitt is him, another version of himself, his ego
Alter
version.
ego.
Yeah, I feel like we still need to write like spoiler alert on the title. I'm thinking in my head right now, like 10 steps out, like oh shit. But yeah, so he's his alter ego, and Brad Pitt is the version of Edward Norton that's confident, that's tough, that's good looking, that's built. You know, doesn't give a fuck, like that thing. And so the whole twist is that he is that, but throughout the entire movie, you're led to believe that it's some other entity that he met on an airplane, right? And so like when that happened, and you know maybe some people be like, "Oh, I totally saw that coming." It was like when I saw that movie and whatever, it was like I didn't fucking know. I only started realizing it like when he was in the bedroom scene, or when he was in the bedroom in the hotel, and he was talking to Helena Bonham Carter. I don't remember what her name was, but he was talking to her on the phone, and she's like, "Where's Tyler?" Blah blah blah. She's like, "What are you talking about? You are Tyler." Or like right before she said that, she's like, "What are you talking about? You were over here." And he's like, "No, I wasn't." And then in my head, I was piecing. I'm like, "Oh shit," because he's Tyler.
I feel like I caught on before it was revealed.
You say that, but we watched it and you didn't. You were so fucking confused.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
No.
You were. Definitely. We were watching it and you were like, "What?" And then like right when it was about to happen, you're like, "Oh shit."
Oh. Okay.
You were like, I'm telling you, I watching.
I think I'm mixing up a movie. Another one that we watched, where I think I guessed it.
No, there is a movie.
I guess the twist.
Oh wait, hold on. The Machinist. The Machinist was the one that you guessed. The one with Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
Which was also another insomniac.
A similar.
That one, no, you were fucking good on that one. That one was okay. Detour. If you watch The Machinist, the first scene when he meets the weird dude.
Yeah.
He was in the car.
Yeah.
You literally said, she's like, the scene, it's like kind of like weird cloudy and it's a little bit like almost graphic like Sin City graphic. And you're like,
that guy's not real, is he?
yeah, you're like, this guy's not real, is he? And I'm sitting there like, the fuck, bitch? The fuck? Like, dude, you're fucking spoiling the movie right now already. I'm like sitting there for like, I'm like, dude, the movie just started. It's like another hour of this. You already got it? Because that was a movie that I for sure, like, I did not get that until, like, you know, you were doing the guessing with the thing. Well, that you messed up a couple times. But, well, you didn't know for sure that he was the guy. Because, like...
well, you didn't confirm or deny anything. I was saying, so...
I'm like, this girl. We were watching Game of Thrones. And should we go into that?
Well, yeah, I did my due diligence.
She made me worry, and my boy Tyrion, Peter Dinklage. Yo, Peter Dinklage, hit me up, dude. Let's chat. Let's get you on the Banter of Bliss podcast. That would be fucking awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Peter Dinklage
Can you imagine?
and Amelia Clark.
Oh, I would die with Amelia. Yeah.
Yeah, freaking Daenerys and Tyrion. Oh my god.
Goals. That is goals.
Yeah, that's there you go. That's our New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Have them on podcast by the end of the, before the end of the year.
God.
That would be awesome. Yeah. So anyway, so we were talking about the novels, but basically that whole concept of like it's going to be this, and then we're going to throw it in the beginning. When you don't, I guess when you don't create it, it seems just so like Inception. Like, how the hell do you freaking write that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. That's why in my program that I use, there's different files. Like, I have like the outline, I have a backstory, I have just the
right
government, like how it runs, and like everything is just, you have to think of like every little detail for world building.
Honestly, I feel like movies are more difficult. Like, I feel like making a movie is more difficult than writing a book.
In what way?
And I know that a lot of movies are based on books, so I'm not discrediting books. I'm just saying like the actual difficulty, right? Because a book is, you have a story, you have an idea, and you have a piece of paper, and you write words. Obviously, okay, I understand there's a difficult element because in a book you have to create like vivid imagery with your words, so you're creating a movie without the visual screen, right? But then I guess when you're filming, I guess it's difficult to make a good movie because anyone could just film anything. Like, we filming right now, you call this a movie.
I mean, movies, there's multiple elements to it. It's like you've got to find like the right actors to portray the character correctly. You got to find good writers for the script. You got to find a good camera guy, a good
the light,
sound,
cinematography,
like
lighting,
everything has to be perfect.
Score, yeah,
yes.
Like even that. This is one of the things that weirded me out when I started. We used to, not together, but like when I was younger, I watched the Oscars a lot, like religiously. Like, I'd print out the ballot and like fill it out. She did the same shit.
Well, I didn't do the ballot, but I would like dress up, and it was like a day.
She dressed up. I didn't dress up, but I would print out the ballot, and I would do 2 sheets. Even I don't know how old I was, but I was younger. Like, my mom would watch too, and we would like print out, I would print out the ballots for us. I'd print out 4 copies, right? 2 for me, 2 for her, and I would be like, 1 is the movies you think are going to win, and then the other sheet is movies that you want to win. And I would like to separate them because a lot of times there would be a movie and I'm like, oh man, I want them to win, but I know, I'm just kind of also testing like how well am I going to get this, because the Oscars,
right?
It's clickbait, all that kind of crap, or not clickbait, but it's, I don't know if you want to say rigged, but it's kind of BS. They give a lot of stuff for PC and all that kind of crap, and it's like, this is not necessarily the best one. And then certain movies, like comic book movies, get hate. The Dark Knight got fucking snubbed that year. The Dark Knight should have won Best Picture. It didn't. Like, Heath, I would have been so triggered if Heath didn't win. I was like, dude.
Did he win?
He did win. Yeah. He was the second person ever to win posthumously.
Oh.
After whoever that guy was from Network in 1976, like Peter Finch or something like that. They usually don't give it to someone after they've already died. Well, actually, then I think the third one they did was they gave it to, what? My brain.
Yeah.
The third one they gave it to was the guy from Black Panther. I think I'm not. I don't know. Or they gave him some fucking award. Anyway, I was like, we still got like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. Do you remember what we were talking about?
Fuck no, I lost it. It was good. It was good what we were talking about.
We were talking about if movies are harder to make.
Oh, thank you.
I was saying if you would get it.
I don't know why. She's really good at like bringing me back to what we were talking about. Oh my god, your camera just about shit itself. So the thing I was going to say, because I followed the Oscars, were the different categories. So like sound, so score, sound editing, sound mixing, and then like song. So there's like 4 for sound, right? To me, not being like an art person, it's like what the hell is the obviously then I've realized, okay, song is like the main song of a movie, like an actual song, sung by someone, blah blah blah. Score is the background. I love score. We both love score. Game of Thrones, Ramin, Jawadi. Is that his last name?
I think so.
My people. And then, but sound editing and mixing, I still don't fucking understand that. What the hell is the difference? Why are they two separate
Sound
awards?
effects? Like
sound editing and sound mixing. It's like
so it's like an explosion. Like how real maybe to an explosion does it sound? Things like the real.
Is that editing or is that mixing? They're two separate awards. That's the thing I don't understand. I'm like, isn't it the same thing?
Well, I don't know.
Fucking Oscars, dude. If someone can explain to me, if you can comment on the post what the hell the difference is between sound editing and sound mixing. I've Googled it. I'm still fucking confused.
Really? They don't say on Google?
They do, but it's just
it's
just fucking confusing. It's like it's the same fucking thing. Like when you edit, are you not mixing? Like it's mixing. Like when you edit, you trim things. That's like mixing clips, is it not? I don't know. Score makes sense. It's different. Song makes sense. It's different. But I don't get what editing and mixing is.
More awards to give people.
Fucking scam.
I don't know.
Anyway, was there more you want to say on the novel? Like you were talking about, just like so obviously you had your theme, your characters, and then you get all of that together. Now, how far into the book are you right now?
I'm just under half.
Okay, so if it took you 10 years for all that, and you're just under half, how are you going to get this completed in a year?
Well, so I have about, I don't know, it's like 15 chapters or something now, I think. So basically, I would need to do like at least 1.5 chapters, like a month, to even get close. That's at least.
Well, so that's not kind of answering the question. How?
Well, that is how, because.
Well, no. I mean, how? Not like, okay, I need 15 chapters and I could do this. But you didn't do that for the last 10 years. So, like, it took you longer.
It took me longer because I was trying to think of where the story would go, and I didn't like anything like throughout that time.
So you're basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're saying that the theme and character and plot conceptualization takes much more time than the actual writing.
Yes, at least for me, because I just had like an idea of an idea, right? It was like, I like the idea of a group like working together.
So like the book you probably could have pushed out in 2 years. It's almost like the first 10 or 8 years, it was just, like you've talked about with the focus thing. It's kind of just like, it was just there in the background and you like weren't really thinking. You weren't like.
Well, I would think about it every time I would play World of Warcraft. I'd be like, there's something here. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like the feeling of like the different lands. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can come up with my own lands. Maybe these people own like a certain territory. Like, so then it would be like, okay, I'll put that, I'll keep that in the background. Then next time I would, okay, maybe there's like an evil side and like a dark side, kind of like Horde and Alliance, so that's like, it takes time to sort of like think about it. And then it's like, am I going to have like a romance in it? Okay, what do I want to do with a romance? And then I have multiple characters. Which characters are going to have a romance? Why are they going to have a romance? What are their personalities? Why are they drawn to it? So it's like, you got to answer all these individual questions. You got to have that figured out before you can even write.
You haven't read Harry Potter, right?
I read 1 and 3. I didn't.
Do you know how long it took J.K. Rowling to write those?
Like the series or the books?
well, the series of the books. Like there's 8 books, right?
I don't know, actually.
Like I'm curious, like it's setting the bar high, right? But like being realistic about it, J.K. Rowling is like kind of like I would assume like it's mental target, right? Like I want to be able to do like what she did.
17 years of writing.
To write all of the books?
All of them.
So that's about like 2 years a book.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there are people that, you know, they have ideas and they can like bust out like several thousand words a day. And
Stephen King, you're fucking crazy, dude.
Stephen King for sure. Nicholas Sparks is another one. He writes like a book or 2 a year.
Dude, I don't know how Stephen King does that shit. That dude has like what 300 fucking books or something dumb like that. It's like every single, like literally, you go to a bookstore and every other book is a fucking Stephen King book, and then every other one's a Nicholas Sparks. I guess I don't really know about Nicholas Sparks, but the name sounds familiar, like I've seen it. But
yeah,
Stephen King, and who's the guy with his fucking name is like caps?
It's like James Cook.
Oh my god, no, James Patterson.
Oh.
See, she says James. I immediately know who it is.
Yeah,
James Patterson.
Yeah,
and it's just like some fucking story, and his name is like half the fucking cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that's great. All right, now you gotta run. We will be back to talk more about this. I like this. I like actually being able to spend a bit of time on some of the other some of the other ones we have on here are not.
Right. This is my biggest like goal for the year, which it's probably one of the more important ones for me. And so yeah, we're probably not going to spend like a lot of time on some of the minor ones, but yeah, the novel. It's funny because I'm trying to finish up this other book that I've been working on the past few months, so I'm trying to get that like finalized and done, and then I feel like I can like fully focus on the novel.
The puzzle book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting reviewed and then it'll be launched.
What are we at with that? It's just we're waiting for the prototype?
They're reviewing it.
Oh, they're reviewing it before they send you the prototype again.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, we'll go through this. One of the project thing that I want to work on, like that may end up being a whole episode because that's kind of a bit we could talk about. But
yeah,
maybe we'll do this like a 2 or 3 part kind of series. So maybe we'll record more, later tonight or tomorrow or whatever. But anyway, I know we got to run. So appreciate you guys tuning in, listening to us, banter, listen to me BS. And yeah, appreciate your time. Feel free to check out our Twitter page, twitter.com/banter and bliss. You should see the link at the bottom of the video. We now have that put there along with our template. And yeah, anything else, babe?
That's it. I think you nailed it.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day.
Bye.